Alright, time to pull clutch number 15 for the year. This is a Super Pastel Yellow Belly Desert Ghost, 50% Het Pied female, bred to our Pied, visual Pied Het DG male. So we'll go ahead and get her off these eggs and see what we got. Alright, so we got 6 eggs from this girl. All look great. Average weight per egg is 108 grams, so they're pretty decent size, though there is a really big one on here on the end that's probably throwing that average off a little bit. But we'll go ahead and get these in the incubator and be back here in 55 days. Alright, time to cut clutch number 15 of the year. As a reminder, this is a Super Pastel Yellow Belly Desert Ghost, 50% Het Pied female, bred to a Pied Het Desert Ghost male. So we're hoping is to see at least one Pied in here and prove her out. If not, we'll say that she probably is not Het Pied, given that he's visual. And 7 eggs is a good enough number. There's always the chance, but...
I think that one's already Pastel with the head.
Yeah, what did we... Already forgot what I just said she is. She is Super Pastel, so everything should... I didn't even think about codowns. Everything should be Pastel, and we may see some Yellow Belly, but Yellow Belly and the egg's hard for me to tell anyway, so... let me get these pippers. Sometimes pippers... where's your... There's your body. Cool. If you ever... I think I talk about this for people who've never cut before. When you're trying to cut ones where their head's out, my goal always is to slowly... work towards the head. A lot of times they'll pull themselves back in, but if not, I just keep slowly working my scissors towards them, and you can kind of see where the end of your scissors are as you go. This sometimes takes a little bit, especially if they're trying to pull their head back in like this one is. It makes it a little more difficult. There we go. He's going to try to pull himself back in. I'm going to just kind of keep cutting. There we go. And especially if you notice I was holding the egg up as they tried to pull their head back in, it allowed them to pull their head in too. So make it a little easier for you. Just tips for anybody who might be watching who's new to cutting. Alright, let's see what we got here.
I'm new to cutting.
That's true.
I don't think I've ever cut a clutch by myself.
That is true, and there's the possibility coming up that you may need to, as I may be away when we have one's pippin. Go figure.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Oh, very clean. Is that a DG? I don't know. My gut says no, possibly not. Maybe just Pastel. I don't know. It's really, the lines are really clean. It's not quite as bright as I would expect a Pastel DG to be, though. Maybe? Maybe. That's going to be my answer for that one. Alright, Lou, when you going to pull your head in? There you go.
That one probably looks more like DG to me, but again, my viewfinder is a very tiny square.
Interesting. I was going to say probably not.
So yeah, when Daryl says things are difficult to tell in the eggs, and then I'm looking in a 2-inch square.
Yes.
It's probably way more difficult for me, so...
Definitely so.
It's kind of like, whose line? Everything's made up and it doesn't matter.
Yep. Pretty much. I think I mentioned before, everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. Identifying genes in eggs is definitely one that I'm not good at. That looks like a Pastel. So I'm going to go with that's a Pastel, and these are Pastel DGs. And then we have some baseline ones. No Pied yet, unfortunately. Hey, there's a Pied.
Oh, really? Oh, so she's been proven out now.
Yep, there's Pied. That looks like just a Pastel Pied. I don't think that's Desert Ghost. And it doesn't look Yellow Belly either from the egg. Nice.
All right, lovely.
And that is, ooh, that's another Pied. Very, I can't see much white on them, but it's
I do see a little bit by the tail.
Yeah, it's definitely a Pied. You can tell the pattern. That's definitely a Pied. So Pied. I don't know. Maybe Desert Ghost, possibly. Of course, everything should be Pastel because we believe her to be Super Pastel. And last but not least, I would say that one might. That one, I don't think is Yellow Belly either. And last but not least, a DG. What doesn't look pastel?
Okay.
So maybe she's not super pastel. Well, again, we'll check everything. We'll get them out of the egg because we can always tell better once they're out of the egg. But I think with that, we'll get these back in the incubator and we'll be back here with post-shed. All right, post-shed for clutch number 15. As a reminder, this was a super pastel yellow belly desert ghost 50% hot het pied that we've proven out now as het pied, bred to a a pied het desert ghost. So first up, we have a pastel DG pied, a very low white, but a pastel DG pied nonetheless. Then we have a pastel pied, which is going to be 100% het for desert ghost. If it's not visual, it's going to be 100% het because both of them are visual for the opposite. So then over here, we just have a pastel DG. And then we've been reevaluating our super pastel desert ghost stuff because some of it may just be pastel. So these three babies look very similar, but not quite the same. We're pretty sure this one, looking at it, is just a pastel, which would be double het. This one, looking at it, we feel is probably pastel as well, as is this one. But one of them, one of the three, might be slightly different, or it might be that it's just a low expression pastel, possibly. One of them, which I think it's this one that was all balled up, also looks a little bit yellow belly at the bottom. So we're going to reevaluate all these once they've had a couple sheds and look at them. We think everything is still pastel, but we'll take a look again. Anytime we do these post-shed IDs, a lot of times it's just our first pass of IDing, and then we come back later because we want to get them separated, and then we come back later before we sell them and do like another check on what the IDs are. So we'll go ahead and get these all set up, and I think that's it for this video, unless you got anything else, Holly.
I do not.
All right, like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff, and we'll see you all next week.
Take care.
Bye, everybody.